So, hello and welcome to Software Inc. The idea of this series is that it covers the ground between the end of RimWorld and the start of Synthetic Dawn. And to record this, I am playing on a MacBook, and then using Steam House Streaming to stream it to the Windows laptop, which is then recording. So, hence why if the mouse looks a bit laggy like this, that's why. But the idea is that I can actually play at a decent frame rate, and it records at a decent frame rate, and everything goes well. So, yeah, that's the plan. So the first thing you need to do is build yourself an office in Software Inc. Now, if you're going with the basic 10k starting cash, I gave myself slightly more because I wanted to future-proof. Then you'd just put a small sort of cupboard, I guess, for your founder to work in, and you'd go from there. Me, no. I wanted to future-proof these offices and get them planned out and ready for that. I do add in more employees. I have at least some basic things that they all need down in place ready for them to arrive. So that's walls, doors and windows done. So now it's time to start building, actually sorting out this room as an IT room. So got a desk and chair down. Sorting out these will help regulate temperature. They're ready to keep the room warm during winter. The ventilation, keep it cool during summer. Next, what we need is a computer itself. Then what we need to do is go to function decoration, I think, and we'll put a couple of plants in this room. So you can see down here with the environmental score. Put down these plants like that. That brings it up to 200%, which is the best you can make it. Clock helps boost effectiveness, so always good. And now what we need to do is go to productivity. So what we want is a bookshelf. This helps to boost learning, the way people learn skills, and then we have a calculator to help programmers out. And there's one more thing I want to do before we actually start running this. And that is get a coffee machine. The most expensive coffee machine, may I add. So yeah, that's this ready to go now. What I'm going to do before I start the time though is actually make it so this is not a grey, drab building. That's a darkish brown. It'll do for bricks. We'll leave this like that for now, as we're going to do each room separately. But what we'll do is first give it a brick pattern that essentially actually looks like a building. So we'll just paint some of these rooms so they're not too drab and boring, like yellow and light blue floor. Yeah, someone's going to go, oh god, it's horrible, but forget it. And we can also change what the interior looks like. So how about this pattern here? Looks nice. And we'll leave it with this sort of style as it looks like carpet. So this room, no, there we go. That solves that problem. Green and shall we say, oh, that's a good colour, isn't it? So there we go. And then I really like this pattern for that floor. And then for the bathrooms, before we get too much further on, dark blue walls, light blue floors, and we'll change the interior again to that interior wavy pattern, floor, darker tiles. There we go. So this looks quite nice now, doesn't it? Yeah. So now ready for our first day. We're going to set to 4 days every month, as 1 day goes a bit too fast for what I want, whereas 8 days is a slog. So 4 days I think is a good middle ground. Anyway, embedded system will start work. As we don't have any artists, so we can't really do game assets, so we're going to do programming. And there we go, we're taking that contract now. So the first thing that happens is we start designing, and then we can develop, and then we start programming the software. And once we finish, so as you can see here, we have the code units. This lets you know how close you are to done, as in there's enough code to finish the job. It doesn't tell you how good it is. To find out how good it is, you have to review it yourself. But for this, the required quality is so bad that we don't have to worry about getting a good quality. It's just like that. Promote. So that's all the coding now done. Now on to the beta phase, and that involves bug fixing, basically. So it goes design, alpha, delay, beta, release, and that happens with pretty much all software. In Software Inc, the only difference is game asset contracts. So yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of this. So the idea is we bug fix, so we'll get fined for each bug we leave in the software. So, and sometimes it's a fairly hefty amount as well. Also, up here we have the business reputation. You want to get this as high as you can, as it does lead to better contracts and better deals in the future. So I think 30 is a good number of busted. So take a look. We had 13 bugs left. We got fined 462 for it. But that's all right. That's okay. Because now, if I come down here to the table, I can put in a server. Only the very, very basic kind is available at this time. And basically, now if I were to come here and take another contract, say in a logistics application, as you can see here, SCM or Source Control Management server, that'll help speed up the rate of programming and decrease the number of bugs we get. So, oh shoot, I'm wasting time. Accept work. There we go. It doesn't help the design stage though, it only helps programming. So I think that is slightly faster than we were doing it previously, so good. Good. It also helps reduce the number of bugs, so it's an all-round win, basically. Fast forward, we'll do another day of programming, and then we'll do bug fixing. The idea is that we do a lot of these contracts now, build up a decent amount of cash, so that we can maybe recruit a second person, or just so that we have a nice safety buffer of cash to go on brain, to develop our own software. As you can see down here, develop our own software, so you can make operating systems, 2D editors, in the future get access to 3D editors and antivirus software as well. There's still a few bits. This is still an early access game, so you don't get every single type of software. Oh, and also, did I mention you can choose what? Yeah, you can have an operating system without a GUI if you want. Or graphical user interface. So yeah, I think we're getting close to getting most of the bugs out now. You don't have to get exactly perfect, just that the more you get rid of before you release it, the better you typically are. So I'm going to wait until until our founder goes home in black and red hoodie and black trousers and red shoes, because you gotta do everything themed, haven't you? As you can see, 5 bugs there, and we still did it a day early. And yeah, so then now the idea is next another logistics application. Still requires horrible and 41 for cost per bug. It's the next day, yeah, so we're making a decent amount of cash each month now. Develop. So that is, we're going to run ahead like this. I think I might cut and do a sort of time lapse of me just running these contracts, and then cut back once we get on something more interesting. I know. Also, this car park here, which I put in at the start, I think ways to get your founder here as there is a bus stop, yeah, but it means your staff get to work slightly late and they have to leave slightly earlier. So having a car park, you get more time out of them, basically. Next day. This is the last day of March. Let's see if we can get most of these bugs out today then. And here you can see the basically their skills. So most of our starting person skills are in system and 2D code and some design, but not much. So, yeah. It's now the 1st day of April, so not really made our deadline. And basically we'll let this run until there's no more books. We'll let this run to the end of the day, and then we'll finish it, and then I think I'll cut away with a time lapse of me just doing more of these. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to take another contract on the logistics application, and I'll see you. Well, no, you'll be able to watch. Just probably be a factor of 10 or so. But there we go. Oh well. Also, just me, did the guy just drive through the building itself to park? Oh well. Anyway, see you once we've got some of these, more of these contracts underneath our belts. So, I think that's going to do it for our grinding of contracts part of this. So, as you can see, we've got up to a decent amount of work done on this now. So, the next step is actually making ourselves a proper product. So, to do that, what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to make myself a second little room in this office here, like that. The idea for this room being, it's going to be for our marketing team, as in the one per person we stick in that room. So, like that, and we want a computer. Nope, it's function we want, not room. Yeah, I know, we need to add temperature, and that. It's a small room, so yeah, that'll do nicely. And then we need, of course, the productivity boosters that we like to have in these rooms. So, well, first of all, we need that clock. Then we need that bookcase. As we're doing marketing in this room, we need a telephone rather than a calculator. So there we go. That's going to be our marketing room. Okay, and I'm going to come out of this. I'm going to hire an employee. I'm going to change the role to marketer. Offer the standard wage, and you don't need to bother about their personality, as we're going to make a new team for them. Marketing. Oh, I just hit the mic. Oops. Right, marketing. Okay, and then we want to sort by skill. Hire. So there we go. We now have a marketer, which is going to be important, as we're going to make our first piece of own software. So for that, we need a content management system, visualization tools, needs a designer, needs an artist. So what we're going to do is file management and bank integration. So that way, you know, this has pretty much the largest consumer reach, barring operating system. So CMS software, brilliant. 72 million people you can reach. Bank integration helps out a lot. So yeah, and as you can see, we don't need designers and programmers. We have a designer and a programmer in one, in terms of our lead, our founder. So we don't need to recruit someone else, as it recommends, but you can get away with less. I've gotten away with making an operating system which recommended to 7 people with a team of 4. So yeah, it's possible. So yeah, that's it. Basically, we've got 8 code units to program. Then we'll have to do bug bust, and basically that's going to be it. So We're going to call this phased finance, of course, since we are phased software. And then we'll start working on it the next day. So, what we do need to do is market. So we need a press release. I'm going to tell marketing to handle that, rather than core. Okay. And I just realised I made a mistake. Change room to core. Change room to marketing. And then you have to assign this to the founder and this to our marketer. Then they'll change rooms and everybody will be back where they should be properly. Yay! So the idea is that you need to market your software to sell it. Part of this we need to do also announce a release date. So May 1981 gives me, I'm not sure about the time for that. Let's set it to about July. We can bring it forward, which, is good. And we seem to still have cars driving through the building, but oh well. And the idea is we want to design this to outstanding quality, but we will develop to lower. As aim high during this stage, so that, when you... Ooh, I know what we need. Our marketer, unlike our founder, does actually need some things. So, like toilets. Yeah, and the idea is only going with one person for now, so that, as you can see, we will have to pay salaries, so yeah. At the same time, I think I made a mistake in this. I think I should only go for just pictures in it. The only thing we've lost there is time, not lost money, so we're still good there. The only thing we have to do is just... Did he call in sick today? Yeah, he did. Great. Probably should bump these hours down, actually, stop employees getting too upset with them. Anyway, as you see, we're getting pretty good on the design now for the finance, so... Fast forward. And that's still going to take the same amount of time. I don't know why I stopped, but... Yeah. Yeah. So... I shouldn't really stop that, that press release, should I? So now, yeah. Now on to actually developing this. So we're going to be looking at the review feature for the first time. As in, like I said, this tells you how close to done you are. It doesn't tell you, before we actually get too far, this source control server, we set that. So yeah, now as you can see, this thing now has now has a source control server, or source control management. SEM is source control management, isn't it? Yeah. So we need to get about 8 code units for this to be about done. So, let's go with it. And we need to start marketing it soon. So, the fact is, here's the issue: I need to market it. But I also assume, but also you have the press release be a decent quality so that it gets people excited. So, plan is, send this guy off for education. 2 months in, I think, network. He'll go, the next day he'll be in education. Then while he's being educated, we can work on the press release. And besides, education is as good as it means in the future. We have more skills to work with. And then, yeah. So, all good. And I just hit the mic again. Oh, got itchy nose and going to scratch it, and it's not good at all. Run. So, yeah, that's the plan. And that. Anyway, pretty much this guy's skill in marketing will also increase over time. Oh, and also, what's the best idea to put what's the best thing to put next to a heater? Can't burn your offices down in this game, so there's nothing to worry about here. Look at details. Bit basically what's affecting his working in speed. Not much really, is it? Oh, in case you're wondering if you have to have this sort of stuff in every single room in your building, no you don't. You can get aircon and central heating, but those are pretty expensive, and you either need a dedicated room, as they're really noisy and they make the room really unpleasant to be in. So, yeah. We have a vending machine. It's right there. Go eat. We have a vending machine. Go get something to eat. Go get a snack. I can't afford a full-on canteen. Oh, well, that's not good, is it? Satisfaction is low, therefore his productivity is not that good. Oh dear. And his hunger's going down. But yeah, everything's good. So, if we take a look at our employees now, founder will be back in a month. And we've nearly finished off this press release. So we're able to release the press release, get loads of people following it and paying attention to the software. Then we'll be able to keep developing it while hyping it so that people don't lose interest. And then we'll be good. Yeah. My chair is really squeaky. Not good. No, they don't notice it as, you know, I don't have a laptop on my lap while I'm recording. Namely as the laptop's on the desk, doing nothing. But this time, different. Yeah. Also, to do with not the length of the time lapse, I'm not sure if it's going to be time lapse or just a straight up cut. But the fact is, you can do it one day a month, which is, you know, I think this is a brilliant thing, as you have a setting to change how quickly the time goes by, which, you know, for a game I think is pretty good. It lets you choose how long you want to dedicate to doing things. I chose 4 days every month, namely as that feels better. You can do 8 days a month, or you can do 1 day a month, anywhere in between. And 1 day a month goes too fast, and you just out for weeks worth of videos. So yeah, but 8 days a month is a slog. So I figured 4 days would be a good compromise. Have a you know, decent amount of time, making sure that things get done relatively quickly, but make sure that, you know, everything's not just gone and we only get 2 videos. I think we need about 3 or 4 really to cover it. And if we don't get time to record Factorio again sometime soon, it might be 7 videos I need to get out of this. So, thinking ahead here for once. Shock horror if anybody's really followed this channel for ages. Me thinking ahead, typically a precursor to the end times. Anyway, sarcasm over. Now on to so now we've got the press release out, and we have a small number of followers, decent number of them. And now to stop us losing them, we need to hype this, and we'll use the marketing team to do it. Naturally. But they currently have nothing to do as, well, people are still finding out about it and still interested, so we're not losing followers, so they're going to be sat there asleep. I can't put them onto the coding project, as since his coding skills are pretty terrible, he'd drag the entire quality thing down. So we can't mix and match people, we have to, otherwise we'll end up with a single mediocre product. And we're now about a quarter of the way through the software. 8 units, we're nearly at 2, so we're nearly a quarter of the way through. And we're releasing on the 1st of July. So, you know, here's hoping we make it. Right, we can also bump it back a bit. And we can also get in-house reviews. So, this is an in-house review, so our 2 employees review the code and we'll see what they think. So, yeah. So we gotta run ahead some more, get more code done. if we needed to, we could hire on another employee in this system specialisation to try and speed up the rate of progress. Do we need to do that? I don't know. Probably also do some light in these rooms as well. Thinking about it, that'll help boost the late night productivity. So here we go, and yeah, lots to think about in this actually. As you gotta make your offices and design them so they're pretty good. Then you've also gotta handle your software. You can down here you can set it up so that your employees will automatically work on software for you. Say you want to release antivirus frequently, set up a team and they'll develop it, release it, and market it. Do it all for you, so you don't have to even. Some more repetitive tasks you don't have to do. Which is brilliant. And I think we need to call the cleaning now. So our rooms are to get slightly filthy, so we need to, call someone to come clean them up, so that it's a nice working environment. People enjoy working here. Alright. And there we go. Now we're starting to lose followers, so marketing's having to hype now. So yeah. Although if we want to get a lot more followers, market, press build. Each time you do a press release, the next one is not so good. So the idea is do them infrequently. Don't rely on them to build up your entire. You should hope. Your first press release is the best press release you can do. So ideally you want to do it during the design stage, but alpha is okay as well. And now we have our marketing team doing nothing again. Forward. Now there's also outsourced reviews, so basically if you have a small number of people like me and you want to get a large number of people to review your software, then you can also outsource them. That helps a lot. So, yeah, this is running ahead now, trying to get this software done at the door. And you know what? Outsource 4,000 on outsourcing the review, but we see we're somewhat decent. We're not going to get an outstanding product this time round. In fact, it's pretty much damn impossible to get a score over 9. You have to really work at it. Have a team of full professionals, max skills, and be nearly at the cap of what you can be over the limit in terms of code and art units. But yeah. So yeah, something going on down here. How's this computer doing? We're planning to call IT support and probably also call maintenance at the same time, so that, everything continues to work in this this building. So yeah. How are we doing? 4.56. We're not going to be able to do much of a bug bust on this software. I don't think. We'll be basically skirting the lines of getting functional in alpha before we have to kick it out the door. But we can do post-release support, which, as long as we don't get too many people buying copies, we're just trying to break even here and maybe have a slightly more cash than we started with. We have a vending machine. You can eat from the vending machine. Fortunately, a full-size canteen with cooks cooking food. Bit out of my reach at the moment. Bit out of it. Yeah. Now we're approaching the we're now going to reach the 5 code units, so we're getting towards the 8 now. We're more than halfway there, so yeah. Plan is to end this video with us launching that software. So, keep pushing forward. Five 5.3? 3? Yeah, there we go. And yes, we're getting about 0.3 each day, aren't we? I'd say about 0.3 code units each day, so we won't have time to do a full bug bust. I'm not even sure if we get time to even have it fully functional before we release out of alpha, but oh well. We could push back the release date, I guess. Release date is currently July, so that April, May, June, July. That's 4 months pretty much. We pump it back to September. We'll have time to definitely have it done by then. So yeah, we lost some followers, but yeah. Another press build, another press build. Get it out there. Get them back. Get them back. Get them back. We're hemorrhaging them now. We're down to just a mere 700% of followers per month being lost. I've never actually had to push back a release date before, and typically I don't hit those release dates pretty well. But because if I hadn't sent our founder on, education, we wouldn't have to do it. Oops. Oh well. Right. Anyway, we've stemmed the tide. We have lost some of our effectiveness from press builds, but oh well, you know, it's fine. And we're 3/4 of the way there now, so you know, it's not that bad. Fortunately, maybe I should have gone with 3 days a month, maybe a bit faster. It's hard to say. And I don't think you can change mid-cycle, so pretty screwed there. We're stuck at 4 days a month, I think it's fair to say. But yeah, we got some of our followers back now after that massive hemorrhaging. Oh dear. Looks like I'm getting only 0.2 now. Because I think, yeah, it typically slows down to get mod completion as. You know. And, you know, we really capped out our programming skill and, you know, system skill in our founder, so we're doing pretty good there. Next step we want to work on is networking, or no, something to do with 2D software, and train our founder for 2D code, so we can do something with 2D, such as a 2D editor. You know, pretty easy. And my plan is, as soon as this day's work is done, we'll do another outsourced review so that, you know, we get an idea of what our quality is and whether we just want to cut our losses here and ship it, and do a bug bust before we have to ship. 7.2 is not bad for a score at this point. I think it's trying to decide when to call feature and to start the bug bust and get it out the door. Since we can't push the release date back again, not without hemorrhaging even more followers, so, you know, gotta think there, haven't we? Right, come on, how are we doing now? So 7 is pretty close to complete, I have to say, so it might be worth just going, start the bug bust now, try and get as many bugs done as we squash as we can now, so that in the future we don't have to. You have to do support as well, and if you fail at support, then you start to struggle keeping up with everything. So, right, so we're 7/8 of the way there now, and I'm pretty much starting to say, let's have finished this day finish, and then everybody's going home. Promote out of alpha. It's now on to delay, which is between alpha and beta. You do get long. If you can skip delay, but it doesn't mean you have more bugs to patch in beta. So, you know, it's typically a good idea to let the delay run through. And now on to bug squashing. Yeah, and hopefully our marketing person can stop our fans disappearing while we work on cleaning it up. We could send out another press build, but eventually the press gets sick of you and starts going, they've sent us another press copy. So you know, it's not an easy way to get loads of followers, press releases. So you know, ooh, 50,000 followers. That's pretty good actually. For a company this size and this early in the game, that's pretty decent, I have to say. I think in this case I did the marketing properly for once, rather than failing at the marketing. So that's good. Anyway, it's now July. We've got August, and then we have September. So yeah, and it looks like we get the process at the right time, as with marketing guys gone on holiday, and if we start losing followers now, no marketing is going to stop them disappearing. So you know, it's still good though. 38 books squashed. Yeah, we're getting close to that release now. It's gonna be this video is gonna be slightly longer than I hoped it would be. So we're just aiming for the half-an-hour mark. Currently recording sitting at about 45 minutes, and I know there's about 10 minutes of that contracting grind I can cut out with no consequence to the video. But you know, oops, I hit the spacebar. Yeah, it's still a bit over long. 35 minutes. And that's probably more like 40 by the time we've got the software released. Oh dear. And that's assuming just cut the contracts rather than time-lapsing them. We're going to time-lapse them down to about a minute. That hardly affects it, does it? Anyway, we're now on the 1st day of August. We have 4 days, counting this one, to do the book, and then we need to launch. And now we actually have to talk about we don't own copies, we need to use the order copies button, which we can only do once we release. So we can't print now, we have to wait until we release, then we order copies about 0.2 per copy. And I might have to take out a loan to actually order enough to, you know, sell a decent amount. It looks like our marketing got back just in time, as this has slowed down pretty slowly now, so we can start losing followers. So there we go. As you can see, we now need to start hyping to keep our followers following, and marketing got back just in time to do that. And unfortunately, Windows has a very laggy mouse, whereas the Mac, I have to look at the Mac, but the Mac screen is smaller than the Windows, so distraction, we'll say. Distraction. Anyway, we nearly are at the point where we have to release, so we're going to release it at the end of the day on August the 4th, order the copies, and then we'll see how will we do. So this is the last day for bug busting, and I think it looks like we're getting close to having most of them squashed, so hey, that's going well. Just doing the press build. Yeah. Maybe I should have done the day before, but oh well. It's hard to predict now. Ready, steady, release. Yeah, we'll cancel it. Yeah, and we'll do a budget of about 1,000. No, actually, we'll leave it at 0. So I don't think our marketing will be able to plummet spend all our cash that quickly. Okay. And yeah, we want to order copies, and we'll order about 20,000. 20,000. We can do 15 with confidence. No, we can't, as we'll have the end of month. So we'll do 10,000, and then we can order more the next day. And we now have made our cash back. Most of it, anyway. Most of the cash we spent on development, we've made back. So, hey. And our marketing team is plummeting, just churning through our cash now. But, you know, if we market it well and it sells good, that'll be great. Retail price, we've sold 1,800 copies, and we got some back. We got some refunds, but oh well. We sold 1,897 copies. We got back 83 refunds, but everybody who bought a copy is still using it. Logic. And we'll order another 10,000, say. Now we have the cash too. And we do have a lot of books to squash in this as well. And yeah, so we're now making a small amount of cash. We have got some fans building up over here in this top over here, which will help us gain our market recognition. which once we gain market recognition, you gain basically the more excited this face is, the more copies you'll sell in a given software area anyway. And we've pretty much made back our cash in terms of, if you look at the chart, and we get rid of our hiring and our sales. So we just, you know what, let's just get rid of everything except our balance. As you can see, we now have more cash. So we're good. We're good. We've made back our money we spent on making this product. So I'd call that a success, wouldn't you? The only thing we have to do now is just keep up with the support for this software. So yeah, that might be an issue, but hey, that's for us to deal with next episode. So in the yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you Friday for another Software Inc. video. Thank you all for watching. This is Phased, out.